Hey, what's up everyone? Joe Toomey here. We're on the site of a new job. I want to introduce you guys to my customers, and we're going to ask them a couple questions, put them on the spot here, see what they're thinking. So, tell everyone why you originally, where you met me and why you originally brought me in here.
Well, Joe, we were going to do some simple stone walls around our front beds in the front yard, and we met you at the home show, and you agreed to come out and take a look at the project.
So let me tell you guys what happened. I'm looking at their front yard and I'm a little nosy, so I just walked through the gate and came around here in the back, and I instantly realized I want nothing to do with that front yard right now when I saw this hill. And anyone who knows me, no, I was like a kid in a candy shop when I saw this thing here. So I did convince them to let me put in a huge grotto in this hillside coming out of, you guys can't see it, but Marcel is going to show you some pictures here shortly. There's an in-ground pole at the top of this hill. We're going to kind of dig this out and put a big grotto in. Are you guys excited?
Oh, we're very excited.
We really are.
The plan has escalated into something small, into something much, much, much bigger, and it's going to be exciting, and we can't wait to see it develop.
So, are you guys having any nerves, or are you feeling nervous about this at all, or?
Well, I'd like to say probably yeah. Okay.
Well, it's Joe Toomey, so you have to be a little nervous.
Yeah.
Who knows where this will go?
Anything can happen.
Tim is probably a little more nervous. I think he's writing the check. I don't know. Michelle might be writing. Who's writing the check here?
Well, I think she'll be writing the checks for sure.
Oh, okay. So she is really nervous right now. That's why Tim keeps going for these additions I keep putting on.
I'm the escalation guy. She's the one that says no, no, no,
Pull
not
it back,
so much.
pull it back, pull those reins
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Now, I'm glad we got that solved right now, so I know who my tough sell is whenever we start into this.
That's
and I
right.
decide, they all joke, I'm the idea guy, so halfway through this I'm gonna have an idea, and generally they cost more money.
Generally, I think so.
So
But we're thrilled. We can't wait to see
and
it.
we're prepared.
I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview of what we're building here. We're gonna excavate this whole hillside out all the way back to that pole that's up on the top of the hill. We're gonna show you here in a couple minutes, and there's going to be two 6 or 7 foot tall falls right here that come off this hill. Right in the center, we're building a big built-in fire pit area with benches. There's going to be 2 streams that come all the way around it. In this back corner here, we're going to be putting in a 7 foot tall grotto with a big cave inside of it that people can stand in and go inside that waterfall, kind of standing there, so they'll really be able to kind of climb all over this thing. The homeowner's going to go crazy and plant this whole area. It's going to look really natural, really beautiful when they're done. So that's kind of what we're doing down here. Let's go up and take a look at the rest of this property. It's really neat. So this area right here is where we're going to build this huge grotto. It's going to come up in the air about 6-7 feet. There's going to be a big fall. Inside this cave, we're going to try and bring a staircase down from the pool down inside the cave. So you'll be able to come down these steps and go into the backside of this thing and stand behind the waterfall. It's going to be a really awesome feature that we haven't done before. A cave with some steps coming into the back of it. Up here at this pole, we're going to put a bridge. You guys can see the in-ground pole here. We're going to put a bridge right here. There's going to be a waterfall coming out of this pool and going out in the side of the grotto there, and a bridge. So this waterfall is going to look like it's coming out of this in-ground pool at the top of the hill here. This is going to be super risky build. We got to dig up right against the edge of this pool. If this pool lets loose, I'm going to flood that house, and it's a pretty nice place. We do not want to do that. You guys can see why I'm going to get along with these customers so well. They got a little bit of a unique style, just like me. We got a lighthouse up here on this property with a zip line coming into the swimming pool. That's what I'm talking about. Got some area for hanging out up here. This is all going to be great to be up in these areas looking down on this huge waterfall, and of course the big fire pit down there. This project's going to be really awesome. You guys are going to want to follow this. So this area here, we're going to put a big koi pond in. It's going to be separate from the waterfall coming over the hill, so they can chlorinate that and people can play in it, swim in it, stand under the falls. We don't want the fish poop going over the waterfalls on people's heads. We're gonna do a koi pond here. The customer's insisting on having some pet ducks. So we gotta put a pond in here to keep those ducks happy. So she's pretty excited about that. We're gonna make this look like it's coming out of the waterfall we're building in the hill, but it will not be attached. It'll just have the illusion that it is. So you guys can imagine the excitement I had when I first come around the bend and I saw this, because I knew there was a project with my name on it here. So to wrap this job all up, we're gonna put this big grotto in the hill. This area, all this area down below, we're putting in some awesome Turkish travertine patios that are really just going to make this whole area pop with color. It's going to brighten all this up, and it's going to be a huge area down below here for them to entertain, so everyone can kind of sit around, really enjoy that huge waterfall that's going to be in the background. We're super excited about how visible that'll be from all these areas, and I'm sure they're going to put lots of tables out here. I could tell these people like to entertain. With 9 kids, you're bound to have some people over. So there's some major elements of risk to this job. We got this hill is steep. You got this big wall I gotta get over. I gotta get equipment up in the middle of this. It's kind of tight in this space here, and I gotta bring in a real big machine. We gotta get equipment in here. We're gonna be digging along the edge of that pole. If that thing lets loose, it'll flood this whole property. So I gotta be real careful digging up along the edge of that in-ground pole up there. Not to mention we're digging on the deep end side. So that's really a risk element. And then we're going to be setting some 4,000 or 5,000 pound stones up in that hill there. So we got to get those rocks out of the driveway and bring them in here and stack them up on that hill. If one of them were to go for a roll and hit one of these pillars on this porch, go ahead, show them that, Marcel. That's really going to be a bad situation for Joe. So we'll be calling all my friends over there at D-Merd Insurance.